guys, so welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be going over my top 5 tips for new comic book readers, purely because there's so many comics out there, there's so many characters and it can be really confusing where to start. So I really hope this video helps someone out, and if you like the video be sure to like, comment, subscribe and check out my other videos if you haven't already. So to begin with, my first tip would be just pick a character that you like. So whether that's like Spider-Man, Batman, the X-Men, Superman, the Flash, whatever, just find a character that you like, go into a comic book shop, find the character, pick it up, take it home and read it, because that way you're going to get a good feel for how comics are, and if you're really confused on what's happened before, there will be little editor notes in the comic telling you and catching you up, so that way you won't be too confused and you'll know exactly what's going on. So you can either go into a comic shop, go into Amazon or use Comixology, and that way you'll be able to find there's so many comics to read and just pick one that you like the look of, take it home and read it. So my second tip would be find a standalone story that you like the look of, because that way you don't have to get caught up in a lot of lore, you don't have to get caught up in anything. It's literally got a beginning, middle and end for you to read. And personally, I really like the DC Earth 1 stories, and my personal favourite is Green Lantern Earth 1. I find that really fun to read and it gives you a good origin story for them. So you can do that, or you have a lot of Marvel ones as well, like Old Man Logan and Spider-Man Life Story, which are also really great stories. And the reason that a standalone story is really good is because there isn't anything that came before it, and there isn't going to be anything that comes after it unless the book gets a sequel. But the sequel is only a sequel to that book and nothing else. And Batman Earth 1 is really good, and Wonder Woman Earth 1. You also have books like The Dark Knight Returns, which isn't carrying on from anything, it's just an older Batman set in a different reality. So that's great. And there's also a lot of what if stories. So you have Superman Red Sun, which is amazing. There's a lot of books like that. It'll give you a good feel for comic books and it shows you different versions of these characters, and it's another great way to get into comic books. A tip 3 would be to find a new storyline that's just starting. So a lot of the time DC or Marvel will do a thing where a new storyline has just begun. So an example, a recent one would be Joker War. Joker War, it was 3 issues long and it started and it's ended now. And while there is a lot of Batman lore that came before it and it's going to have a lot after it, it's its own standalone story as well. So that's really good. And there's a lot of other things, like there's a lot of reboots. You have DC Rebirth, you have the New 52, you have the Marvel Now. Even the Ultimate Comics are really good because Ultimate Comics are different takes on Marvel characters, and especially my favourite was Ultimate Spider-Man. That is what I read growing up, and it's an amazing take on the Spider-Man character, and it gives you a modern version of the origin story, and it's not a huge universe, so there isn't a lot to get caught up on, which I would highly recommend. So yeah, that would be a good one. Start a new series, whether it's a new issue series or it's a reboot altogether, because in the end it is going to get you caught up with a lot of stuff. So my tip number 4 would be use an app. Personally, I love to use Comixology because it gives you the start of a series, and it also has a lot of different series and graphic novels and issues on it when you type in the name of a character, so it's good in that aspect. And personally, I think it's really convenient to get caught up because it gives you all the issues that came before from the start, and it just keeps going, and it gets updated every Wednesday when new comics come out, so it's always up to date with new releases and adds new things to it every day, so that's really great. And every now and then also adds a bunch of free comics as well, so it gives you a bunch of comics that you've never read before. So yeah, that's tip number 4 would be use an app, whether it's Comixology, Marvel app or the DC app. My 5th and my final tip would be just do it, purely because there's a lot of great comics out there, and if you see one you like the look of, just pick it up and read it. Nothing bad's going to happen, genuinely. So just pick a comic up, take it home and read it. You're never going to know unless you start. And if you like this video, just be sure to like, subscribe and comment and check out my other videos. And also check out my Instagram at Rogers Reviews Comics. I do a lot of daily reviews in that as well. And I'm going to have a lot more videos on this channel too. So hope to see you in the next video and see you soon. Bye.